the new tax policy as it affects the individual. Now, I am focusing on the individual because for companies, they have people, experts that they employ where they help them calculate tax. Now, for the individual, whether you understand the law or not, it applies to you. And the law, now English, they take right term. So if you can read and write, you should be able to read the law and understand the tax policy. Just like every other law, ignorance to the law is not an excuse. What is the tax rate? The new tax rate is between 15 to 25%. The first video I post on this tax, I talk, say, everybody starting January 1st, go they pay on the average 20% from their income as taxes. Some of these Asiwaju boys go they abuse me, they go they throw Tunde Edno. Tunde Edno posted this video. But look at it. 15 plus 25 is 40. If you divide 40 by 2, which is the average, it will give you 20. It means the average man in Nigeria will pay around 20% in taxes. It's that simple. But them, I be like say that they stay for alternate reality, so they really get to the thing down where me and you no go fit understand. What is the eligibility to pay this tax? Anyone who earns income greater than 800,000 naira a year, which is equivalent to 67,000 naira a month, or about 2,300 naira a day. If you did this category, once your money don't pass this level, you must pay tax according to law. Which tools they go use to assess the tax? Before, since now mostly former people they collect taxes from, those where they work for the formal sector, where they work for bank, where they work for school, where they work for hospital, where they work for somewhere where government will verify. The tools where they use to assess them before. Now the company go assess them, then tell government, say, see this person tax. So now the tools that they go use for assessment, now your BVN, your NIN, your tax identification number, your bank account. So now there's no place to hide. This one, I be the tool where they use to expand the tax net. Before, not so many people know they pay. Now they don't expand the tax net by not relying on your workplace. They can use these tools now to assess you to know if you qualify to pay taxes or not. What is the implication for the common man? Common man in this context, I mean those who work in the non-formal sector. Barber, electrician, hairdresser, Okada man, keke driver, POS operator, pure water seller, bricklayer, name it. What is the implication? You have suddenly moved from no tax to tax. Before, you know they pay. That is the truth, you know they pay. Let me really look at my keke man, for example. Nobody go waka come and pay tax. The only thing we're going to pay now, all those they are union dues for park. Or local government will come and say, come give us money, all those things. Now it is formalized. You go pay tax to the government of the country. So you have moved from no tax to tax. Now, because people don't understand this thing, they are going to have criminal liabilities, which comes from tax evasion. Now, this one, as Iwaju boys, they teach people online. If you don't want to pay tax, just go set up company, put all your money for the company, pay your salary. This is tax evasion. People do it, but it is a criminal act. It's called tax evasion. The third implication for the common man, you have little to no benefit from government, yet they want to tax you. For my area now, transformer spoil. They don't approach all of us, say, they cannot contribute to buy the transformer. We don't contribute, we are going to buy a new transformer. Government do not intervene. Nobody is intervening. Local government will intervene. State government will intervene. Nobody is intervening. The roads for area are bad. For Benin now, most of the roads are bad. You are going to also now tax people, having not gotten any benefit from government, and yet they are going to be taxed. The thing is, you are now going to be taxing proceeds of crime and immorality. As a man, Yahoo boy, hookup girl, now here all of them for enter. Because as a hookup girl, you will need to go explain to government through your bank account by next year how 6 million they enter your account and you say you need to work. And now you will take on explain to government, say, this money will enter my account. I run cost. What is your cost? Nobody, how you want to explain to government, say you buy lubricant or inside this money will enter your account. That one is now up to you. Now you can go explain to government, say this income, no be tax. In fact, this new tax law, it is easier for the government to convince you that you are taxable than for you to convince the government that you are not taxable. So you will be as a man, 600 million, I don't pass through your account. They come it, you not get factory, you not get anything. You go explain to government why you don't go pay tax on that 600 million. We do not support crime, we do not encourage immorality. But anybody who is pretending that Yahoo boys know our society is living in a fool's paradise. Anybody who is pretending that we don't have, for economic reasons, I don't blame anybody, I don't judge anybody. For economic reasons, I'm not doing it because the person is living in a fool's paradise. Now, do I support the new tax law? Capital, no. Why? Government, state, federal, and local must first show workings with what they have. And what do they have presently? They have fuel subsidy. They newly remove fuel subsidy.
Welcome, Michael. Happy Sunday.
Now, they are already collecting tax.
How our wife?
They are making more money than they need. Thirdly, There is oil money. We are the poorest oil producing country in the world. We are the only oil producing country that has the poorest people in the world. 130 million Nigerians are multidimensionally poor. Natural minerals like gold, iron ore, limestone, people are mining them in the north, taking the money away in billions. The government should first of all close that loophole before they can now come and tax the common man.
The opposition and the kind of, do you really believe APC can deliver to Nigerians the opposition and the kind of challenge politically in 2027?
See, I don't know if me am being faster than my shadows, but as of today, the only opposition platform today in Nigeria that has a slim chance to fight APC is ADC. The only one. You see, PDP, no matter the effort of the leaders, the true leaders, the genuine leaders of the party, the systemic members of the party, the institutional leadership of the party, directors, all those ones, most of them are picking their salaries from the other side.
What about Labour Party?
Labour Party is sold now.
To who?
It's sold already to the ruling party.
What about SDP?
Hey, what?
SDP.
SDP, the one that my friend was suspended by his NWC members. See, you are dealing with I don't want to say a vagabond party. You are dealing with a party that is not ready to play by the rules. Tinubu is not Jonathan. He is not Buhari. Those men have some little sense of decorum and decency in them. This one is brutal. It will not allow any. Look at when they wanted to register the new political parties by INEC. And they said there was something called ADA, right? When INEC published names of those that wanted to register, there was another name. They've already gone to register another ADA. This government is brutal.
Okay, good. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Michael. If this income taxes no make Nigerians scatter that country, then our people deserve the no. I'm telling you. I'm also going to be playing a video, Dele Farotimi's video that he did this morning. Guys, please double tap on the screen to like. If you have already liked, you don't have to like again. Please, if you have not yet liked, double tap on the screen or click on the 3 dots and you'll see like, share, and all the good stuff. Please like so that people go know so we day on. So this is as at 2011. This was published by Sahara Reporters. Tinubu branded Jonathan a drunkard, a sinking fisherman, and once called Obasanjo expired meat. So when all these people, they come out, they say, oh, obedience are the headless mob. They are one thing or the other. Omo. May you know say na gaslight galore. Okay? All right. Let me see.
We must all come together. We must have an open mind of coming together, putting all our capabilities together and confront the evil that is in the villa. We must do it with single-minded focus, and we must put all our differences aside and ensure that this is done. The third point I want to make is that post-2027, the job of rebuilding Nigeria and bringing back the confidence and feeling of inclusion in governance will start. It's not going to be easy. Every Nigerian must have a sense of belonging. Most Nigerians today don't feel they belong to this country or belong to this government unless they have a Yoruba sounding name.
No be me talk am o. Make una hear am again. Make we play am for the people in the back. Abeg. No be me talk am. Let's play this again. Abeg.
Belong to this country or belong to this government unless they have a Yoruba sounding name.
Bam.
And we must work together. We must not get angry. We must see this as a phase and a lesson on nation building. We must not be bitter or say we will revenge or retaliate what is being done now. But we must go back, work together as a people united, to rebuild institutions that are being destroyed, to appoint people to positions on merit, and to ensure that election time we stand up to protect our votes and not be intimidated by anyone, whether it is police, the military, or INEC. We must register to vote, we must vote and insist that our votes count. This is our message right across Nigeria. I've been going around the country. I've been speaking to many people like you with this same message. For me, it does not matter who is the next president of Nigeria. But I want to see somebody who is competent and who cares about lifting the poorest of us out. And giving opportunity for the most endowed amongst us to excel, to realize their full potentials. Government should be an enabler of those that are weak to rise, an enabler of those that are strong to be even stronger. No one needs to be shortchanged in a government that is concerned about the people. But when a government is concerned about getting things for itself, a few families and a few friends, then the whole of society suffers. And we've seen a lot of this in Nigeria. We must come together. We must unite. We must be strong and resilient and work to make our country better. It is okay to sit and blame the leaders, but we should ask ourselves in our little areas, because each and every one of us here is a leader of some sort. You may just be the leader of your family or the leader of a group of friends. You may be a follower to the governor of Imo State, but in your family, in your schools, in your circle of friends and social interactions, you are a leader too. How have you led people? Have you led with integrity? Have you led by example?
Welcome, Flo. Miss Omoye, greetings. Biba, greetings. Long time, sis. Happy Sunday.
This government has said it is undertaking fundamental reforms. And we agree with some of the reforms. But leaders should lead by example. You can't ask us to tighten our belts while you are buying a new plane and a brand new car for yourself.
Guys, double tap the screen to like, oh, double tap the screen to like, or click on the three dots.
Latvia. Seriously, this is what I mean when I say lead by example. Because the people that you lead are looking up to you to see whether, when you ask them to sacrifice, you are also making a bigger sacrifice. When you ask them to walk, you are running. That's why you're a leader. And when people don't see that, they get cynical, they begin to distrust leaders, and this is what has happened to Nigeria. But I'm appealing to you, my friends, my colleagues, members of the SDP, that we should never, never, ever lose hope. This country is not a geographical expression. It is a creation of God. And we lost 2 million lives to keep this country the way it is. It is too late for us to go back and bring those 2 million lives. But what we can do is to make Nigeria the China of Africa, and we can do it. We can do it, and by the grace of God, we will do it. All we need is leadership that leads by example, that treats every Nigerian equally, that focuses on getting people based strictly on merit while reflecting our diversity. It is not difficult, it can be done, and by the grace of God, working together, all of us, we will achieve it. I thank you once again for inviting.
Since assuming office, Bola Tinubu has embarked on at least 20 trips in his first year alone, all with taxpayers' money. He has visited over 14 countries ranging from France and the UK to India, Saudi Arabia, China, and the Netherlands. Some of these visits were described as working vacations or private visits, often causing public debates. His first trip came the month after he was sworn in. He was in France for a summit and spent time in the UK for rest. The following month, he traveled to Guinea-Bissau and Kenya for regional summits where he was elected ECOWAS chair. The month after that, he visited Benin Republic for its Independence Day, and in September, he went to India for the G20 summit. By October, he was back in Europe for what was termed to be a working vacation, a pattern that would repeat in subsequent months. In early 2024, he returned to France for a private visit, then toured the Netherlands, Saudi Arabia, and France again. Later that year, he visited China and the UK, and by October, he was once more in Europe for another working vacation. His most recent trip in September 2025 was a 10-day visit to France and the UK, again described as a strategic retreat. Nigeria has faced persistent economic strain with inflation and fuel prices rising sharply during the several of these trips. Citizens have questioned the timing and necessity of these travels, especially when basic needs remain unmet at home. In defense, the presidency maintains that these trips are strategic, aimed at attracting foreign investment and strengthening bilateral ties. Whether these travels yield tangible benefits or deepen public discontent remains a central question. Also, are these trips necessary at all? If you ask me, now who I go ask? The matter wey we see so, e heavy for mouth. No be me go talk am, e get as e be.
So people are really concerned. Now, this question has actually come up a number of times. So it should tell you how concerned people are, particularly for Lagos State. How do you really intend to fight the wicked political structure in Lagos? What is your aftermath? This is one that's common. Aftermath plan for the Agberos, touts, if elected as governor.
Thank you for that. I feel we tend to dehumanize these young men, and we almost stop to see their humanity. And every time I engage them, this has happened to me most recently in Alimosho, I ask, if I brought jobs for you, if I created jobs, will you leave the streets? And all that alaye, all that thing just immediately disappears. And you find out that one was a graduate of Unilag, one was a graduate of Nsuka, one is a father and is not happy to be on the street. All of what we're seeing is adaptation, vulnerability, and a state that has failed them and has allowed drugs to proliferate their entire system. So for me, we're going to look at the drug abuse situation as a health issue, not a criminal issue. So rehabilitation that's domiciled at local governments, a major thing that we'll be doing. And then we'll be creating employment skill acquisition processes at the local government level that will create jobs and incentivize companies to use those guys to do the jobs in the local government.
Thank you.
Man when get sense. You don't tell when I know say this man gets sense.
I have never seen that a politician, as a sitting governor, will be offered land free of charge and he will reject it. That someone will be in government office for 1 month, 1 year, 4 years, 8 good years, excuse me, and you cannot trace government funds into his personal.
And that's Peter Obi?
Yes.
And that's why you believe so much in him.
See, if we are going to save Nigeria from what we are in now, what we are in, and I don't think a lot of us realize the mess that we are in. We don't. Because we think we are comfortable. A time is coming very soon that if you wear a nice shirt, they will see you as an oppressor. The men on the boys on the street will see you as an oppressor. It doesn't matter whether you are APC, PDP, whether you are even non-partisan. That hunger level is getting to that level, is getting to that side. We have a man that we know, if we hand over the national resources to him, he will not steal our money. The money that is going into wrong places is because of the hunger.
Peter Obi is not a thief.
No.
He's not corrupt.
Absolutely not. He was my governor. Me. He was my governor. You will not tell me about Peter Obi. I will tell you about Peter Obi.
The best president Nigeria ever had, when you add both the dead and the living, from inception, okay, let me just say since democracy, the best president Nigeria have ever had is this man, the late Musa Yar'Adua, may so rest in peace. In his reign of less than 2 years, Nigeria felt it, that they had a president who cares about the people. He's the best. And how did this man emerge? This man emerged having been a Katsina state governor and left money at the confines of the state. I think he was the first governor to leave money at the state level. He did it after performing to his ability. He left billions of naira for the next governor to start with. That is late Musa Yar'Adua. And in his 2 years, you cannot tell me that there's anybody who have done better than him. But sadly, we lost him to the good hand of death.
Wisdom Hub,
only
welcome.
God knows what happened inside that Aso Rock. Now you have another man who is also a former governor, who also worked to the best of his ability, and upon leaving office, he left a whole lot of money for his successor to continue with. Isn't this signs that the people that can take Nigeria forward must be clean, must be people who are not thieves, people who have not looted their states? Show me any other governor, any other person vying for the office of the president of Nigeria. Both those that are contesting as incumbent and others that are contesting from wherever they are vying for the office for. Show me anyone that have this record, that is not having this criminal record, that 1 or 2 money cannot be traced to if thoroughly investigated. Obi have been investigated down to his intestine. Nothing. They know. There's no way they've not searched him. Nothing. So was Musa Yar'Adua. So it's obvious that to have a good Nigeria, you must bring in people that are not thieves. It's that simple. We lost Yar'Adua, sadly and unfortunately. Now we have Peter Obi again on the platter of gold. We are looking at him. We don't even know what we are toying with. We have an asset because of some stupid sentiment. He's of a tribe you don't like. He doesn't belong to your religion. Or because your political leader, your godfather, have something with him. You have inherited that enmity and that hatred. Ah, no, now. Who do you? They didn't swear for us. I mean, they swear for Nigeria. We are not cursed. We are not supposed to be cursed with the worst among us. Let's give the best these chances. Very important. Peter Obi is not a saint. I always say this, but it's the cleanest we have today. If you have a man who have not looted his, what makes you think he will loot the country? He had all the opportunity to loot Anambra dry, like every other rogues have done in their respective states, but he didn't. So it is when he gets to Abuja, he will now begin to loot. Well, I don't know, but it's up to you, Nigerians. You think about it, it's up to you, like I've said before. See you again in my next video.
Hey, PO or nothing.
You see, part of the reason why this kind of madness will never stop is because all that have happened so far, all the ones that have happened so far, nobody has been brought to book. These mobs, these criminal mobs, none of them have been brought to book. The last one in Rhodes-Vivour, even the one that was showing the matches that was used to light the fire, nothing happened to him. And the last time I checked, even one of the major presidential aspirants made a post in regards to that, but possibly after consultation, he felt it's a wrong thing to do, to condemn this kind of atrocity is wrong, and it was deleted, right? And all of a sudden, look at the story behind this now. Haven't even taken her to the district head. The district head now allegedly released that into the hands of the security operatives, and the security operatives were overpowered by the common. For God's sake, what are we saying? Well, the fact is, nobody is a custodian of violence. Everybody have those tendencies. But the fact is either we live and embrace the liberality that our nation stands for, or at the end of the day, all of us will be at loggerheads with each other. For God's sake, where is this? Where are we getting these doctrines? And why is it that nobody is even talking about it as if it's now a normal thing? Well, we're looking up to the operatives, and we hope that they will bring these criminals, these perpetrators, to justice. I think that will bring about that will bring about sanity. If you look at it, to me, this is one of the major things that even divides us as a country. You see, this religion issue is a very big problem. That's why we can never even be on the same page. We will hardly be on the same page because the other religion see things different way, another religion sees things different way, and we don't even see ourselves as brothers or even as Nigerians in the first place. It's quite pathetic. I hope they will bring these perpetrators to justice, and there's need for everybody to come out equally and condemn this kind of atrocity, because there's no space for this kind of madness in a liberal society.
So, I need to share the video of Gbadebo's interviews. Let's take a listen to this first.
The people that eat meat the most, I've said it anywhere in the world, are Yoruba people. They eat every part of me. Yoruba have a name for every part of cow, nose, yash, everything. But they don't have ranches in Yoruba land. There's no reason why the Redeemed Church that eats over 2,000 cows a day during their Holy Ghost Congress cannot have a ranch. The people that eat meat the most, I've said it anywhere.
Has just been interviewed. Lawyer Kenneth Okonkwo has just been interviewed earlier today And he says some scary things in the interview, including that the African Democratic Congress is unrepentant. Unrepentant is my own expression of what he said, but a true reflection of what he said, that the ADC still keeps its presidential ticket open to anybody favored by the majority of the members of the convention of the ADC, African Democratic Congress. So, meaning that Atiku Abubakar, for whom the likes of Kenneth Okonkwo, Dele Momodu, and the rest of them are suspected to be working for, is still bent on contesting for the 2027 presidential election, spelling the doom that will befall the ADC. Because lawyer Okonkwo said in that video that he cannot speak for Peter Obi because he does not know the opinions of Peter Obi on national issues. Unfortunately, the national issues were not mentioned. And so one would want to put this as a challenge to our news gatherers, the media houses and institutions, to raise critical national issues and hear out the opinions of the presidential aspirants, not only of the ADC. Well, but I agree with Kenneth Okonkwo that about the only opposition political party that is surviving now may be the ADC. The PDP is in total chaos and disarray. That cannot be denied by anybody. As for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, nobody needs to interview him on his opinions or positions on national issues. We have seen what he represents: total corruption, epitomized in the declaration that the non-existent fuel subsidy is gone, all other subsidies are gone, and the claim to be transferring funds to indigent households rather than funding education and making Nigerians to enjoy electricity. So his own position, and then of course he has continued the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community, perpetuating herdsmen terrorism, and because of his economic policies leading to worsening mass abject poverty, armed banditry has continued alongside terrorist activities. So Tinubu has nothing to offer. He's not ready to address any of the problems that he inherited. War against Boko Haram Muslim community, herdsmen terrorism, corruption. Is perpetuating the three of them. In case of corruption, certainly worse than ever before. To say fuel subsidy is gone, all other subsidies are gone. And even when workers ask for emoluments. You say you will create loan for them, even as you yourself seek Nigeria in loans, despite all subsidies being gone. So nobody needs to interview Tinubu, but the likes of Peter Obi, going by what Kenneth Okonkwo said, that cannot be denied, that he doesn't know Peter Obi's opinions on Nigeria's national issues. Well, that's quite interesting, and I hope that our media people will take note of that and begin to sound out Peter Obi. As for Kenneth Okonkwo, he's already biased. He's already biased. Saying that the presidential ticket of the APC is open to North and South. And nobody is fooled that it's like are working for Atiku Abubakar. There is no doubt to that effect, because we don't know any other Northerner that is as desperate as Atiku Abubakar, who has been desperate to be Nigeria's president since 2007 and still active and bent on becoming Nigeria's president, no matter whose source is God, in 2027. So, of course, he tried again in 2023 and failed. And as Rufai Hussaini is saying in a video, and I agree with him, that Atiku is heading ADC to where he headed the PDP in 2023, leading to Peter Obi breaking with him and dividing the votes that Peter Obi and he himself, Atiku, will have garnered for the PDP. And I have said that even if Peter Obi agrees to support the presidential election of Atiku Abubakar, many of his followers would rather not vote. Certainly not. Because are you talking of Atiku's age? Are you talking of his coming from the north, where Muhammadu Buhari had just finished 8 years as Nigeria's president? So his sense of injustice, granted, and even his utterance, his opinion on the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community. He said he urged President Olusegun Obasanjo to take up arms against the community. Although Obasanjo refused, he lied that Obasanjo took up arms against the government, and there's no evidence of that anywhere, neither in our experience nor in any publication that Atiku can point to. So, and that is the person Kenneth Okonkwo is vouching for. Well, but I understand. He who pays the piper dictates the tune. Kenneth Okonkwo, Dele Momodu, and the rest of them saying that the ticket should be open for contest. We know where they are going. And Atiku is unrepentant. He is as desperate as any. So, Nigeria should learn that whenever anybody is too desperate for something, they should not give it to him. Take the example of Muhammadu Buhari, even weeping in 2011 when he lost the presidential election. And then, as God will have it, he got it in 2015. 2015 to 2023, 8 years, what did Buhari do? Worsen the situation, security-wise and economically. And now, Tinubu, oh my God. I hope it's not correct that President Tinubu is going to increase fuel price by 5% in October. What does it mean? What is what is the fuel price? Fuel price is one amount today, is another amount tomorrow. And either way, in the neighborhood of 1,000 naira per liter, because fuel subsidy is gone. So is it now that fuel subsidy is not gone again, or President Tinubu has consulted the oracle that told him that something will happen that will make fuel price to increase? Oh my God. So, anyway, if we take nothing away from the interview, Kenneth Okonkwo granted the channel's television. We take it away that Atiku Abubakar and the supporters are unrepentant on the presidential aspiration of Atiku Abubakar. But it's clear, if they give it to Atiku Abubakar, the opposition is going the way of 2023. There's no doubt about that. It's a clear case. Because Atiku has nothing to recommend him, nothing at all. Whether because he comes from the north, or because of his age, or even because of his entrance that he was looking for power to fight the Boko Haram Muslim community. Anybody who do that has already failed. Buhari thought he needed only 6 weeks to defeat Boko Haram. He spent 8 years unable to do so. Earlier, Jonathan, Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan, asked Nigerians to give him 6 months. He will defeat Boko Haram. He failed. Nobody will defeat Boko Haram through armament, as said by the Oracle, Ifa. You need to negotiate for peace if you want Nigeria's peace. And then, of course, Tinubu is not stopping S-men terrorism. Atiku, who will continue the war against the Boko Haram Muslim community, will not stop S-men terrorism. But we have not heard from Peter Obi. But as I've said, any ruler who will talk about fuel subsidy in Nigerian context should be stoned to death. If only because that policy is killing too many Nigerians now under this heartless President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Heartless. Fuel subsidy is gone. Other subsidies are gone. So, well, there's the unfortunate latest as of today that ADC owners, because if you say Atiku Abubakar is not the owner of the ADC, you are fooling yourself, have not repented, or the owner, the landlord of the ADC, Atiku Abubakar, of course, he said it last week or so that he wants to become Nigeria's president by all means because he is the only person who can fix Nigeria. And I say, so even if you die, Nigeria will die. So that's the type of mentality Kenneth Okonkwo is drumming support for. But as I said, he who pays the piper dictates the tune. As long as Atiku Abubakar is fulfilling his obligation to the piper will continue to beat the drum to his tune. But for the rest of Nigerians, PDP is inviting Peter Obi, and if PDP is stable and in good standing with the Independent National Electoral Commission, even if he will divide the votes of the ADC, let him do so. Well-meaning Nigerians will side with them. Because one thing I see, despite the crisis of the PDP, there are some people really committed to the cause of the party. And I believe that those who rule Nigeria in the PDP yesterday and Ms. Rhodes might have learned some lessons that will guide against making the same mistakes. For instance, the Atiku Abubakar, who said he urged Olusegun Obasanjo to take up arms against the Boko Haram Muslim community, is now out of the PDP. Let Peter Obi stake it. Take PDP. But going with ADC will make him to lose too many of his supporters who may not even vote, because voting for Atiku Abubakar, what's the difference between the desperation of Atiku Abubakar and the desperation of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? What's the difference? So.
Now this kind elder they talk and you go listen to them. Not be all the Temu elders when we get. The ones when we say they won't pie on top the position when we get. When I hear wetin dey happen for Edo State, my Edo people. When I hear wetin dey happen, make I play the first video.
No, be your brother, be this. Hey, this not your brother. Now the other guy, there be two where they carry.
I know. Where they for kill this one? Where they for kill this one? Where my brother called day? Where they for kill this one? Where my brother called day?
I still inside the bush. I inside the bush. We don't find your brother.
Yeah, my brother not there alive again. Where they for kill this one? Where my brother called day?
Now we only found one dead body. Don't assume. But don't assume that your brother is gone.
Hey.
Costa, Lao, calm down, oh yourself. Lao, Costa, calm down.
Oh.
Well, in that Korea one, and now we're not La War. But now we are La War now. How come they did not see the body?
I will lose two brothers for this community.
See, I'm very angry. Even the Kagele. I think tell me I don't enter bush. Police not going to enter bush. Okay, why people are not going to enter this particular place? Me not. See, I just the paro. This one, I don't understand. When you're a leader of people, you do it well now. You lead well.
When I go see this one, that body, which means my brother not there. Get up and go out there and carry.
Yes, man. You see, I felt like
which means my brother not there.
It's yeah.
Stop crying. He's done. We had to watch you on a video. Oh, he's just bad.
The cartridge, brother, you. The cartridge, brother, you. The cartridge.
Hey. Hell. Well, let's get that matter. He's no more. Well, let's get that matter.
Yeah.
Let's do something for the community.
This man there when they kidnap them. He said that when they kidnap them.
Mama, what you? Mama, Papa, who went back here? Mama, Papa, who went back here? Oh my God.
The police are supposed to be we're inside the bush, inside the thick bush. Inside here, Lao. Inside here, Lao. Inside here, Lao. Inside here. See what I want countries there. My spirit is telling me make I come.
Where they fucking that one?
They ask me.
Oh!
Some people have that kidnap. That's what they are. They don't see that one, and I see that one dead body. Which means my brother is no more. Let them find the dead body come out. Let them find out from my tradition no more. I do me something. He don't know. I lose two brothers. Oh,
this body where we even see,
The younger
Now
brother.
the community there for poisoning my brother.
The
This
brother is
community.
20 people back.
Oh, Salobua.
Hey, now this community. Now they for poisoning my brother.
Wetin this governor dey
community.
do for crying out loud?
We need more hands, eh? We need to enter this bush, so we need more hands. I don't use to just the play. Now the farm rocket, now so now kofra that one. Una not fit go enter bush. They protect una family. Strong man, no fit enter bush. What did they stop for? Don't say.
Jesus. He are going to share the plan.
Bro. This kind of place now, we don't know whether leg pass here.
Hey,
We don't know whether leg pass here.
hey, boy, heaven.
Which kind of bush be all this one, sir? You know, for come the Thailand, which kind of bush be all this one?
Easy.
Oh, this place too far now. Now deep down inside the bush.
The new sheriff in town no fit do anything. What kind of Nigerians we not fit sleep? Oh, sorry.
Bro,
Everybody need to pour out into the street. What be this?
When we open, we are mama. When nisi ya no more.
Hello.
A man who na and younger is Stephen, Omoye. Now Stephen, Omoye now.
Stevie, yes.
See younger brother there.
Okay.
Boy, not tired, just weak. I carry and follow security.
All the courtism where they happen for that side, they not fit. All the courtists not fit come out. Not only to they buy each other.
What did they solve for those states? What did they solve?
Where are all the traditional leaders? Where is the Oba? Is the Oba now? Does he not know what's going on?
Wake up! You are doing well. Do better. They want to kill our youth. Finish. What did they solve?
Yeah, what's the?
Okay, 20. About 20.
Kai.
They say Fulani. You know, this is not Fulani matter. This is purely assassination. It's not this one not be found everything that they say Fulani. You know, I'll be telling you that all this thing where they happen, if community people don't get on this side, you know what they easy.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Please, may we know what is happening this morning?
Yeah, thank you very much. You don't. My name is Ambassador George Osagede. I'm right here with I deal with my brother here from Nigerian. This issue will make us the same man because of this.
Now the rats when they inside, they go call outside that come.
It has come to. We don't reach the time we say we will take account upon ourselves. So the police have done their best and they are still doing their best as well. Even here now, the police are here with us. So we want to look, most especially the one when it happened last. So 2 people they kidnapped them. Up to today, I think one person they see one person see dead body day for yesterday. Yesterday I mean. So today now, the other one we want to try and make we enter inside this forest. We want to see whether we can see the other one, the other dead body. So that at the end of the day, I want to use this media to tell everybody, tell the whole world, that this whole thing not too much. In this environment, people know they sleep with their 2 eyes closed again. And at the end of the day, we don't see put our upon our body, say, we want to join the security agencies to make sure, say, we fish out all these perpetrators, the people where they do all these issues. Now, because we gather today. Now, about youth and youth and some neighboring community youth, in conjunction with the security agency, we want to enter inside this bush, make we see whether we will still see our brother where they hold alive or he's dead, whether he don't die. That be the reason why we there today.
Okay, question where people they ask. Yeah. This thing a community fight, I been like another eternal people they come they do this kidnapping and killing.
The issue where they say the matter not be passing, man.
They say if wood not get hole, and no go enter. We don't think and say, man, this one now we dey rapid, now we dey rapid, now it don't be like say, man. Most say it be like say our people dey inside. Yes. And we don't see ready to join the security agencies. All the bad eggs where they inside our body, where they inside this whole issue, we don't ready. And anyone what we even suspect, we either want to give out to police. So make police do their investigation. Not be to say to arrest person. They break you bail am. Do your investigation. I don't see any reason why police go person house. Do not be vigilante. They go see like the one when they hear now. So this whole issue. They need to they go kidnap person. The person where they kidnap now, the very day you say the person are your own brother, and at the same time you feel on say maybe not concern you. Yes. You they cook like say maybe not concern you. So after this whole issue, police they suspect you. They go arrest you. Police go your house. Allegedly say they see some things for your hands. At the end of the day, that same person. I believe police supposed to start in their investigation from there. And they use this media to the beg Edo state government. They beg Commissioner of Police, IG, AIG, Inspector General of Police, Director of DSX. This matter when I go with the try talk about so they need to investigate and visit this matter. They say now whether this session I they arrest them. Raiders for instance say CID. And they beg Commissioner of Police. He should call for that case file. That matter need to be investigated properly. So I want beg. You think not too much for this circle, this period. An officer never happened to me. Make I not come out for my brother. An officer maybe it never happened for my community. Make I not come out for my neighboring community. Because they say that they beat eye, nose they follow and they cry. That is the reason why all of us put on our body. So this bush today, we want to see what it is inside. We not con key. We not we not there for cow. We not there for malu at all. We want enter. We really know what it is inside this bush. Let me call of us here. As we do so. So some people don't even dare they wait for us. So we want enter. We know what it is inside. As we go so the DPO is aware. He even sent him there because yesterday DPO was even inside this bush. The man don't do the DPO for DPO don't do the man don't tire. So we don't go feel live for only one again. I cause all of us put our heads together. Yesterday night DPO was inside bush. Today again, so now we decide okay, we want joiner. No, we see how far which where we see Waka reach inside.
Hi. Now wow. Salubwa. God. And there's a new sheriff in town. All this is happening. Okwe Bloblo is leaving and executing his political campaign promise. I will provide him security. I'm telling you, where is he? He's supposed to be visible right now.
Africa is not poor. The leadership is what is poor. The system that governs the Africans is what is poor. Justice are only served to the poor while the rich buy justice. If the police catch up with you, they will tell you, you better settle.
Exactly,
else,
wisdom.
when we get to the court, when we get to the station, your wages will be more. So you're afraid of being convicted, sentenced, and all of that, so you start bribing. Do you really think the politicians care about you? Africa is not poor. The leadership is what is.
Omo, Nigerians, everybody's supposed to come outside. Una hear say they don't they give newborn babies malaria vaccine? Hey, hey. Anyway.
Tinubu Alpha. They keep coming for my father. They keep coming for my father. Tinubu Alpha. Your father is so useless. Your father na lie person. Your father don't get reputation internationally. That is why people don't partner with your father. Your father, they don't lost for international market. Your father, they don't lost internationally. And at the end of the day, the useless cabinets, when we say he arrange all of them, they go they tell us, say, man, now yeah, boys, now they cause our problem internationally. Hello, you the whine us. Your father is the cause of our problem, Tinubu. Your papa go and arrange person for Belarus, come tell us, say, man, now say be neighbor, they go the same school. Do you know the age difference between your father? Now you, Tinubu, and that guy supposed to drag same school, not be your papa. You the whine me. No, when your papa finish school, for the report we get, or which is available on the social media space, yeah, it's available on the internet space. The school where your papa go, not the school where that guy go. Hello, it's in those days when it's in a hotel, Nigeria or something, they go chop on like that. Nowadays, AI tools when they outside. As soon as they talk, men don't enter ChatGPT, they don't enter Chrome, they don't enter everywhere. Google don't quickly bring out all the information. Nigerians, is it the same president you want to vote for in 2027? Bola Ahmed Tinubu, scammer, Yahoo, the biggest Yahoo in Nigeria. Yeah, Bola Ahmed Tinubu not spend money on education. You they sell our children. Not be fair that they do, which they hear when they protest yesterday. Yeah, Bola Ahmed Tinubu not spend money on security to protect the people. A leader that is ready to protect the people is not by words, it's by action. See Donald Trump, what happened? You want to protect the people of America and the rest of the world. What Donald Trump do? He mean it, he say it, and action was taken. Do you get my point, people? See, let me tell you guys, 2027 just around the corner. This president don't want vote for. Because Peter Obi tell us, man, make him reintroduce himself. You go.
Hey, I not see the full video of this guy. I be want play. I be want talk with him. He talk. I be want hear with him talk for that one, but the thing no gree finish. So anyway, I want us to listen to Gbadebo's interview. Let me see. Let me pull it up. You can hear in this thing. Tinubu don't make me know all the senseless people are. I'm telling you, wisdom. Oh God. Tinubu don't make us know. I'm telling you. If to say not be Tinubu, I dey thank God for him. I no go lie, yo. I dey thank God for Tinubu too. Even though the suffering plenty. I dey thank God for him. Tinubu don't make us know. Oh. Hey. Otherwise, we for they praise them, sing
the 2023
praises.
governorship candidate of the Labour Party in Lagos State, Rhodes-Vivour, on Saturday formally joined the African Democratic Congress and thereafter declared that the party represents a strong coalition to rescue Nigeria ahead of the planned general election in 2027. The declaration, which was made in Alimosho local government area, was nearly disrupted as suspected political thugs attempted to stop the program. Police operatives were also sighted at the venue, prompting concerns among supporters. In the wake of all that, Rhodes-Vivour said, "We're not holding a political rally, but a political meeting, which we have constitutional rights to do. However, we'll meet with the Commissioner of Police to know why his men are here and whether they are carrying out their duty of providing us protection or otherwise." GRV, as he is popularly called, now joins us to share his worldview on Lagos politics thus far, reasons for defection, and the circumstances that led to the reported attack. Good morning, and welcome back to the morning show, GRV. Good to have you join us.
Good to have you.
All right, two things to start off the conversation. You have moved from Labour Party to the coalition ADC, African Democratic Congress. And then yesterday was the formal declaration. I know that there have been words around, you were, purportedly denied usage of some halls, and then ultimately yesterday there were issues with law enforcement authorities. What actually happened, and why did you decide to move yet again from Labour Party to the coalition?
Okay, thank you so much. So yesterday was a culmination of a situation where the Nigerian police and thugs of the APC showed themselves to work hand in hand to disrupt and to create a one-party state.
You knew them to be thugs of the APC?
100%. And I'll tell you why. As that our event was supposed to hold on Saturday, we had paid for a field, right, a space in Alimosho. We had announced it. We had gotten permission from the police command in that area. Then on Thursday, we got reports that the Commissioner of Police says our event cannot hold. Thursday night, all the LCDA chairmen, in the APC chairmen, in the company of over 80 policemen, a Black Maria, and several Hilux vehicles, we have videos there online, went and occupied that field, right? Said that our event cannot happen. I should go and talk to the Commissioner of Police. That he said I should come and see him. I go to the Commissioner of Police. I call, he does not pick. I text, he does not respond. I wait there for 2 hours, and then I left, understanding that it was a decoy to get me off that field, right? Now, on the Saturday, APC holds a rally on a field I paid for without any written explanation from the Commissioner of Police why I cannot have my event there. While APC held its own rally on that field, we have videos. This is not hearsay. There are videos, they are online.
Which field was this?
Lion Field in Alimosho. APC held its event there. They cordoned off all the roads, and the police protected the APC.
You paid to the local
I
government?
paid to the people in charge, the CDA in charge of it, right? Okay. We accepted that. We made alternative plans. 4 alternative plans.
Wow.
We had a hall where we're going to do our formation, which we did successfully. And we had a field that our people were supposed to go to for our meeting, right? That was kept secret because we suspected this kind of thing were to happen, because there's no reason why the local government chairman in the company of so many policemen will go and harass the CDA that why should they rent out a field to us, that this event cannot happen here. Now, our people have successfully started going to the other field, right? The DPO of that area came and saw them, went in, asked questions, came out, made calls, and shortly after, a whole team of police came there, opened the gate, stood back, and then let the thugs in. Again, we have videos of all of this. So you see a situation where the police yesterday superintended attack of property, violence. My own sister was rushed to the hospital. My blood sister, the director of RV Foundation that was there to do our healthcare outreach, was rushed to the hospital and was stitched on her head. Wow. My aide had a concussion. He's bleeding from his ears.
Wow.
Right? The police were there and superintended the destruction of all these buses. In Nigeria, as hard as it is today, think about how much it's going to cost to repair all these buses.
I can see things that look like bullet holes. Were they shooting?
There was shooting in the venue. The police shot. But I cannot say that. I think those were stones that destroyed those buses. Those were stones.
Yeah.
But you see the level of destruction. Police supposed to protect rented buses. These were police supposed to protect lives and property.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you that this was happening while in Lion Field that I paid for, the APC was having a field day. No thugs, no weapon, nothing like this.
So did you challenge the leaders of that organization in that field? For AP, what the leaders of the people that were having their rally in the field that you paid for, did you ask them why they were there, and did you challenge them?
I went to the field on...
If you have pink salt, apple cider vinegar, and baking soda in your kitchen, and you're not using this recipe, you're missing out on one of the easiest ways to lose weight effortlessly.
We not care.
Friday morning, and there's a video online of that as well. I spoke to the police. The CDA have done their duty. We've reported to police. They've given us our receipt. They did not imagine that there will be a whole occupation of their field. There was a lady that was supposed to celebrate her 70th birthday
on that Friday, on that field, an old retiree, her event was completely cancelled.
Oh.
Because of that situation. So, you see, there's a bigger issue here, and you're seeing it across Nigeria with the coalition. You see it in Kaduna with El-Rufai and the ADC. You are seeing it with even just the coalition meeting that had to happen, where several venues had to be called before it was successfully had. And there's an attempt to create a one-party state to intimidate us, because now you have a situation where you're destroying vehicles so that people will not rent vehicles to you again if you want to have a political meeting.
Right.
That was a church. That field was in a church. A private organization in a church. They came into this space, destroyed it, and locked it and said, I could not go in. On what basis? It is a church.
You said yesterday that you will consult with the Commissioner of Police.
No, that was on Friday.
On Friday.
From Lionfield, I went to the Commissioner of Police office. I called him, I texted him, he did not respond. I was there for 2 hours waiting. Despite the fact that the area commander at Lionfield told me that the Commissioner of Police said I should come and see him immediately to discuss this.
Okay.
Right? And I obeyed and left and went directly to Jerry for that meeting. But again, I still say, this is a bigger issue.
But you didn't see him?
I did not see him. He was supposed to be waiting for me. He said I should come there.
He hasn't called you back.
He hasn't called me back. He did not reply my text. So, but this is a bigger problem. You see, violence is always the last refuge of incompetence. Do you understand? When a people are so scared, but instead of doing the work to make their people, to endear themselves to their people, they resort to violence to intimidate and suppress people, you have a situation where Nigeria is only going to get worse. But the mistake they are making, and which is very ironic, because these are the same people that their claim to fame is standing up against the military, is that they think that Nigerians are cowards. When the police starts to behave like this and they are corrupting all institutions and all institutions are losing their respect in the eyes of Nigerian people, Nigerians are eventually going to stand up.
So, but you have lodged a formal complaint, correct? Have you done that?
Lodged a formal complaint to who?
To the police. Have you done that?
To the police that came and said I cannot go into...
Why does that matter? You still have... It is your right.
My lawyers will do that. My lawyers will do that to fulfill all righteousness.
Yes,
but from what I saw, they had a whole DCP be a gatesman to a church yesterday. A DCP.
You have proof, evidence.
There's videos. Arise was there.
What do you mean to be?
Prevented me from going in. He was a gatesman yesterday. They had the whole squad, whole team come there.
Wow.
What were we going to do in a church? Were we going to destroy government property?
How do you make the real pink salt recipe that Lady O used to lose weight? I swear, if one more person asks me that, I'm going to lose my mind.
Were we going to protest the government?
Jeremy, let me ask you this. And I know that you, as a citizen, you have the right to choose anywhere that you want to make your, your meeting, your affirmation. But then why Alimosho? That's one. Then secondly, do you think that yesterday was about you, or was it about Aregbe Shola, who is considered to be a strong man in Alimosho, and I believe the General Secretary or Organizing Secretary of the ADC? Or it was about the two of you?
Okay, so let's first start from this. The fact is that Labour Party won Alimosho in last election. Hands down. It has never been done in last 20 years. For the presidential? For the presidential, yeah. We won. So there's that reality that the politicians are still dealing with, right?
Yeah, but you know the issues that they attributed that to?
What was that?
Internal wranglings, people voted against certain, different
whether they attribute it to this or that, right? Okay, they should have had peace and had a peaceful election for government, for governorship now. They should have had peace and had a peaceful election for governorship and would have done it again.
Exactly.
Do you understand? It's not about that. It's about the people. How many people are in a political party compared to how many people form the population of Alimosho? Yeah. It's not about that. So that's the first thing. The second reason, you asked why Alimosho. I flagged off my campaign from Alimosho in 2022. And this is part of a divisional tour, which we are still going to do. Do you understand? This nonsense that they are doing is not stopping what we are going to do. We are still going to move ahead. It's part of a divisional tour. Ikeja, Badagry Division, Lagos Island, and then Ikodu division.
The 5 divisions.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to do that. Alimosho was selected as the place where we'll do it for the Ikeja division. And for all intents and purposes, this was just supposed to be a simple gathering of people, right? Peter Obi would have sent a representative, just people to gather. We're not going to walk on the street. We're not doing any rally. And even if we were, it's in our right to do that. But that's not what we're doing. This was not a protest against the government. We are allowed to gather. It's our constitutional right. We are not in, did Abacha do more than this?
We're not campaigning.
We're not campaigning. Yeah. It's our right to gather. It's our right to organize.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then when we talk about the strength of Aregbe and Alimosho, certainly is a force. Certainly is a force. And that's why we are talking about a coalition. Because no political party can do this by themselves. And this has to be a coalition of all Nigerians, a broad spectrum of everybody.
Have you met with him? Was it meant to be part of your declaration yesterday?
He's a national security officer. He's in charge of the Southwest. He's supposed to be there, but he was not going to be there because he's in Malaysia. We spoke this morning, right? So this was not about anything. His people were not there. His team, Omoye, they were not. This was Labour Party obedience coming to the ADC. Right. So even if they want to try and twist that propaganda, it is not.
So that was a very powerful statement you just made. That you said it's the Labour Party, the obedience movement coming into the ADC. The ADCs.
So let me rephrase that because I know how they are going to twist this.
That's what you just said.
Members of the Labour Party that have decided to come into the coalition.
Members
of the Labour Party that have decided to join me as my supporters to go into the coalition.
Many people will say that this your move from the Labour Party is like a step away from this obedient movement that fueled your campaign, that put you there, that won you all these votes during the last election. And now you are in a coalition that has, people like Atiku Abubakar. We're speaking about the presidential election at this point. We also want to know, is Peter Obi in the ADC as we speak right now? Because I haven't really seen a statement from him saying, yes, he joined the coalition. I haven't seen him saying that I have defected, I have left the Labour Party.
We are members of the coalition.
So what does that even mean?
It means that we are coming together. We are coming together. Let me answer. We are coming together. Mm-hmm. There's a dance that's happening, right? Coming together, trying to agree on the way forward. The ADC has been adopted as the party of the coalition, right? And we're going to come together to face the ruling party because we all agree that we cannot afford to divide the opposition votes.
You have not answered my question.
I'm not going to speak for Peter Obi.
No, but you should know because it's a party.
Yes, certainly. And you should also know that I will not make any move without his understanding and his acknowledgement, because we are part of that same block, right?
Okay.
So everything has been discussed, we're working together. Let me put it that way.
Will you remain in ADC if Peter Obi?
How do you make the real pink salt recipe that Lady O used to lose weight? I swear, if one more person asked me that,
decides to stay with either the Labour Party or the PDP.
I believe it's too soon to have this kind of conversations. I'm just looking at a situation where I have people in the hospital. I have to pay for all those bus damages because the police is not going to do that. Nigerian government is not going to do that. I have to take that cost, right? So
will you sue? Will you take a legal action?
I will leave that to my lawyers. I have little faith. Every time these things happen, the faith that I have in any institution in this country is reducing and reducing and reducing. Wow. And it must also be said at this point, because what they are telling us and young men and my generation is that if you are going to engage in politics, right, you have to come with violence.
Exactly.
That's what these people have done.
Yes.
And we saw a taste of it in 2023.
Yes.
And the police, though they were indirectly involved because they looked away from the violence that happened, at least we could rationalize that in some sort of way. They looked away. This one, we saw them literally shepherd in the thugs. Bam. Right? And it must be said that there's no monopoly of violence.
Yes.
We are trying to be civilized.
Let them
but this
know.
will consistently push us in a way that is not civilized.
Exactly.
There's no monopoly.
Yeah, because
there's no monopoly on
when
violence.
you say things like that, it could
I bet more yeah words.
Shoot against me, they can. And I'm saying it again, there's no monopoly of violence.
Thank you.
My
Please.
sister is in the hospital.
How is she, by the way?
She's getting better.
And what
She's
exactly
in good
happened
spirits.
to her? What exactly
Dogs
happened to your
came,
sister?
hit the car glasses, destroyed all the glasses. The shard entered her head, and she had to go to hospital to be stitched. So when I say there is no monopoly of violence, right? I'm not saying this as a buzzword because it's not just
there
me.
is no monopoly. Nobody get no one person is mad pass. All of us get madness for body. Na cloth they cover
They're
am.
just going to smile and be happy.
Journalists know na dey
a
there.
situation in which you can be pushed to retaliate.
This is not even about me. This is about all the young people. This is about all the young people that were hurt.
Exactly.
This is how it started. Young people were being
telling you, Michael.
They came out to stand and they were hurt again. And there's only so much. Nigeria is not, you see, there's a belief that they think Nigerians are cowards. We are not cowards, though. And they should know better. Because they were the ones that faced the military. They should know better.
It dey inside
all
us.
Those buses that were destroyed. At last count, over 75 buses destroyed.
Imagine.
People hurt, phones smashed. The mixer for the church has been stolen. That's over 20-something million naira. So people are just, for what? For what, really?
Did you ever say that it could get this bad?
If I made alternative plans in a church, so at least, even if you don't like Gbagbo, have the fear of God. You cannot come and destroy a church.
They don't have.
Right? If I wanted violence, I would have gone to Lionfield with all my people and gone to go and meet them there. I left them. Even though I've paid for the field. I did not get a refund. I left them. Right? So you cannot say that I went to look for violence. They did not know where we're going to be. Even all my members, to the last minute before they knew we're going to that field, in a church. So they brought the violence. How long are they going to continue doing this?
Bam.
How long? How long are we just going to continue taking? From 2023, I buried 8 people.
Wow.
5 people not walk again because some dog came and hit them with sticks. I've had to go and pay so many hospital bills. Then to come so early in the game, show your hand like this, with so much violence, and we're just supposed to continue taking it and turn the other cheek? No. They did not turn the other cheek for the military now. We'll learn from their example. So if they want to come and say, use anything against me, we'll put a mirror to them as well.
All right. So what's
that they but don't vex. I like this. Everybody should be angry. We all need to be angry.
Pushed you to join the party. What is it about the coalition at this point?
Okay,
that you think
so to my mind, we are at a precipice in this country.
Yes.
And for very practical reasons, we cannot afford to divide our votes. If we are going to do this and do it seriously, right? And you see, every time you run, people rise up in hope to try and make an effect on their leadership and everything, and that hope is crushed. Your country is dying. Every time that happens, your country is dying more and more because there is a 4-year period. People are supposed to experience your government, experience your policy, and come back and give on it. And that's how the country gets better. But if, on the other hand, their will is constantly suppressed, that exchange starts to die. So for me, we have a situation where opposition needs to come together, ideas and policies need to be discussed, and the person that has the best ideas and the best policy should shepherd and helm the ship that we're going to go into the next election, right? But we have seen what happened in 2023, right? So you cannot now. We have to be realistic. A point comes where you have to be realistic and understand that these are the dynamics, and you have to play the ball that you are given. Play the hand that you are given.
Are you assuming or hoping that 2027 will be a two-horse race, APC and the coalition?
Ladies, listen up. The video showing the pink salt trick that melts belly fat while
Don't
you
give
sleep
a
has already
damn.
passed
Do not.
That
We
is
don't.
what we are working for. We are all working for that.
You think that will happen? Ever happen?
Oh, yes. Yes.
What will happen to PDP? What will happen to the old Labour that you are leaving?
Okay. Why don't we understand also that the PDP can be part of a coalition? That's why it's called a coalition. The PDP can become part of this coalition.
So is that a strategy now? Is that what what you're talking about?
The success of a coalition is to ensure that the opposition is completely united.
Okay.
Whatever discussions, whatever conversations, whatever arrangements or agreements that can be reached must be reached. Right? That for me is the ultimate success of a coalition. So PDP currently, they're doing their Congress and all of that. They have their own situation with Wike as well that I cannot really speak authoritatively on. But let us hope that they are able to do their convention and it goes smoothly and there are no law cases anymore. There are still conversations to be had. The gladiators in the PDP are going to be talking to these gladiators here.
In the APC?
Yes. Nobody is going to go into an election with this kind of people divided. We all know. We have all agreed on this matter.
That's what will happen.
What? Let us see.
You have all agreed. I mean, including the gladiators within the PDP that are in power. Because there's been this conversation about whether or not Peter Obi will go into the PDP.
Or Goodluck will come out. Bala Mohammed will run.
Are you part of all of that
conversation? All these conversations are ongoing. Ongoing. All these conversations are ongoing. Trust me.
JRV, why is the possibility of you having tried PDP, Labour, and now you are trying, and that would be bad English, you're trying to try, you're going into the ADC.
No, he's moved into the ADC.
Oh, you moved into ADC. Why do you think it is impossible for you to try the APC? That's what
Never.
Hold on.
I'm not Jando.
Hold on. Jando has just moved to APC.
That's Jando's business.
Funsho Duarte has left where he was to PDP. I'm saying this because the people that you are now consulting with, the Aregbe Sholas, the Rotimi Amechis, the El Rufais, these are founding members of the APC. So if there's a coalition, if you're having fanciful ideas about a coalition that will mean well for Nigeria, a good chunk of them are coming from APC. So what is it that you have against APC? Is it the president? Is it the personality of the president? Or the idea that they're just the behemoth that you want to defeat?
You see, you have framed your question at a national level, right? I'm not playing national politics.
Okay.
My first love is Lagos.
Yeah.
Right? My first love is Lagos. And I vehemently, from the depths of my soul, resent everything that APC has done in Lagos. And I say it without apology. I was in Alimosho yesterday. Look at the state of the inner roads in these communities. That these same local government chairmen are carrying police around and stopping people from having a gathering. They drove on those inner roads without any shame. Without any shame. You have a situation where there's a complete state capture of the state. They use violence to intimidate and suppress opposition. Street lights, there are so many parts of Lagos, there are no street lights at night. Even when we wanted to record the armed men at the Lion Field, we could not do it during the night because there are no street lights. We have to wait for the daytime, right? And people have so normalized this. And it is a failure for what Lagos is, what Lagos ought to be, what Lagos had been since the 1800s, right? I carry that history in me. So I feel that there's a desecration that these people have done for the last 20 years. Do you understand? So it is not about national politics. Politics is local. When I start operating at that national level, I can start to frame my thinking around the El Rufais, the Amechis, all of that. I'm in Lagos. At every step I take the best step that can allow me to make a difference to my people of Lagos. And that's why I can never join the APC. Because I cannot join a party that has consistently used the Commonwealth of Lagos State for their own selfish interest, when I know what Lagos can be if our Commonwealth is applied in a way that puts the people first.
When you say that, what do you mean by that? For their own selfish interests, and who are you talking about? Who are you referring to?
I'm talking about the people that have been in charge of the APC for the last 20 years. From the person that is currently our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to all the people that he has had in office afterwards. Some have done better than others. I also give credit, right, for some governors that did better than others. But the fact still remains that they sustained a structure that was about taking out of our Commonwealth, right, and using it for their own benefit. I mean, look at all the properties that have been taken.
Asking, using it for their own benefit, their own selfish benefit. What are you talking about specifically?
I beg. Go ask Tinubu.
So today's the day.
Your question is that you people ask questions like you don't live in Nigeria. I do not have any respect for Nigerian journalists.
Talking about the funds that Lagos State was using for their own party activities. Over millions, hundreds of millions that Governor Sanwo-Olu used for himself, his own personal law case, political law case in 2023. I was on Arise where I talked about it. I came on Arise to talk about how they use billions to say they use for fan and air fresheners.
Should you even be pointing them to the Arise? These people,
I mean, I've consistently
until this mayhem show up for front of their door, they're not they know.
And search online,
feigning dumb ignorance. You have to be a journalist. Just quit.
Use of our Commonwealth, and this also goes back. I'm talking about properties that are being taken, indigent lands that are being taken without proper compensation.
Exactly.
Properties of the federal government that
will they say they are not aware?
Property of Lagos that politicians have taken.
Should you be reeling out to them as journalists?
I'm talking about the system that exists where, from everything down to the bus driver, where people are taking more money from him than he makes in a day, right? And that money is not being accounted for. And the people that are taking that money are then used violently to suppress them as well, as we saw yesterday, right? So I've identified, to the projects that are highly overinflated. Our blue line, yes, it is working now, right? But also go and look at Ethiopia, the line that's linking Mumbai to the capital, Nairobi to Mombasa. High speed, Shinkansen type lines are what they are enjoying at almost the same price that they are charging us for the blue line. I've talked about this for years. I've been consistent. So I think anybody that has followed my trajectory understands my passion and how I feel very strongly about this.
He'd be welcome. Honestly, it's annoying.
I think it's time that Lagos got an architect. We've got lawyers, we've got accountants. The accountants raise money, lawyers did
honestly,
well,
I don't believe. Everybody now, social media be the news now. They act like they are aloof.
Lagos governors that have done well. Who specifically are you talking about? And Steve, correct me if I'm wrong.
Waste.
Is it true that Ambode has said that he's going to run for 2027?
How is he supposed to know? Is he in Ambode's party?
One of the support groups that made that announcement clarified it that that was not what happened, that he's still consulting.
He's still consulting,
and that he hasn't made any such.
For Tinubu as well.
Oh yes, I think he's been clear about that.
Okay, so who are you talking about when you said some governors, Lagos governors? Because you're talking about.
Why does he have to tell you? Is that not enough?
Leading question.
Very leading question.
Exactly.
Well, I'll give credit for certain policies like the open door court. I think that was done under Governor Fashola. The quality of urban arts, regional sort of design that was done under Governor Ambode. I still have to say, the reason why Governor Ambode did not do his 2 terms is because he tried to push for a change.
Because he tried to push for a change.
Push for certain changes. Government pushed back and they removed him, made him a 1-term governor. And then after that, you have governors that must go with this archetype that the Commonwealth serves the interest of one man and who he decides to serve. So unfortunately for the APC, even if they are the most brilliant men, as long as they go through that process to emerge, they must be answerable to that godfather. Exactly. And that has held Lagos back for far too long.
GRV, a lot of people will remind you that part of the reason why you got more than 300,000 votes 2 years ago during the 2023 elections was because of the Peter Obi and the obedience factor. And I return to the question I asked earlier that you thought it might be a bit early. You have moved to ADC. If it turns out that Peter Obi will not roll with the ADC and it will be in PDP, what happens to your aspirations? Do you think that if an Atiku, for example, gets the ticket, given that PDP has said that they have zoned the presidential candidate to the south, don't you think that that might have a rippling effect on how the votes will go in Lagos State after the presidential election? Because what it therefore means is that there will be a 3-horse race at the federal, and then 2 weeks after, the same sort of struggle that happened. And then you now will repeat itself, and you will be running if you choose to stay with ADC without the obedience backing that you had 2 years ago.
Telling me there's 5 feminizing foods in every man's kitchen, destroying his testosterone. Feminizing food.
Yeah, you're making a very strong assumption that obedient supporters, people that follow me, have not seen my consistency since the last election. I've not seen the fact that I not sell out.
Exactly.
I was not bought.
Exactly.
I took this bill all the way to Supreme Court.
No matter where you did, but we are voting for you. No matter.
Micro health insurance.
Calm your mind down. These journalists, they know what they talk. Cash TV journalists.
Than I had in 2020.
Nonsense.
You are really underestimating a lot.
Yes.
And there's so much work that we are doing because we've been consistent. We've not gone on any break.
Exactly.
We've not gone on any break.
None.
Since the elections. So when you say obedience as though it's just a group of people that are just hanging, people are watching. People want credible human beings that they can get paid.
So why didn't they display that during the local government elections?
Because
when was ADC?
I agree
all
with
across
you.
the states.
I agree with you. But you see the same thing in Rivers, right?
Well,
you see the same thing all across Nigeria. It's a reflection of the respect that people have for this government. If people don't believe in your system or in your process, it goes from the politicians to the party all the way to the people. They don't believe, so they're not going to honor it. They're not going to come out. Right? The first election I did was local government elections. I ran for local government of Ikeja in 2016 under Kowa party at the time. I remember going around doing my door-to-door. People were like, local government, these people don't do anything for us. They didn't have any faith in that arm of government. So they don't take it seriously. So I know the convincing we had to do, the hope we had to sell, the ideas and vision. But that is not what's happening. You don't have local government chairmen that are doing door-to-door to get people out selling an idea. And you expect people to come out for what? For what? You're just going to vote people that are just going to be glorified subcontractors. They're not making a difference. The local government is closest to you. Again, I'm talking about all the LCDA.
Don't mind them, Michael. Very annoying.
That I paid for. 7 p.m. at night with 80 policemen that drove on inner roads that are red and are terrible. So those people in that community, you think they care about voting for those people?
All right, so you believe that these movements, your followers, your supporters will follow you into the ADC when the time comes. Now, what is your immediate focus within the ADC, and how do you plan to leverage this your support group or your influence to build that platform, the ADC?
You asked the question and you answered it.
No, I mean I want to know.
No, it's true. You just answered it. The idea, and I said this from 2023. Yeah. Once we finished our Supreme Court, I said, we need to build a coalition. Everybody must come together. From the SDP, AD, PDP.
Your immediate focus
is to build that coalition. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So even this thing that we're doing about going around divisions is to gather people, to talk, to bring in people, as many people, to have a unity of purpose. Because we cannot do this thing any other way. Right? So that's my immediate focus, and that's what we're going to be doing moving forward.
A Japanese knife for $20? Holy shit, this deal is insane. But they literally have too many knives and need them gone fast.
You feel comfortable when you guys get into the heat of the moment, into the heat of electioneering. You feel comfortable queuing behind Aregbesola to say that the party that he built, he was part of in building for a quarter of a century, has failed, and therefore change will will be needed in Lagos, you feel comfortable staying side by side with Aregoshola to say that to Lagosians? Would you get into the heat of the moment?
To say that to Lagosians? Aregoshola is the National Secretary of the Labour.
Yeah, but he will need to campaign with you.
He will campaign
in Lagos, and he will say that Lagos has failed.
Have you not heard him speak?
Does he say that Lagos has failed?
Oh yes. If you don't know, I can give you videos.
Clips.
I can give you video clips. Google.
These journalists are so shameless. My goodness. We need to revamp journalism in Nigeria. Everything.
All of you are looking at the house from the outside.
Okay.
Right.
And that's why they are shaking.
He left the Labour Party. And, you know, many have said that the Labour Party is in disarray. On the headline today, on this day, I believe, what is his name?
I'm telling you, Michael, it's crazy.
Usman of the Labour Party talked about the Labour Party saying that the APC is desperately
plotting to
infiltrate its ranks and hijack its structures. What structures are there in place right now within the Labour Party? Because, I mean, sorry, you just moved, so I'm sure that you still have, you know, your information.
Okay, so let me be clear on this.
Yeah.
Currently, there are two factions in the Labour Party, right? I think there's something we can all agree on.
Yeah.
There's the Nenadi group and there's the Aburi group. Now, the Nenadi group are pro-coalition, right? They've always said this. They've always supported the coalition. Now, the idea is a Supreme Court judgment came out. Up till today, INEC is yet to interpret that judgment. So INEC has not made a stand on who the leader or who the leadership of the Labour Party is or should be. By September, primaries for the next election are in March, April, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it's in May. Yeah, in May.
March, April, May.
Yeah, all right.
Right? So there's a lot of work that a political party must be able to do between now and then. And if you are in limbo, you don't know who or what you are every time to decide any particular thing that you do, but you have to go to court to get interpretation. It does not create stability for anybody to be able to run an effective campaign on, because it's 50-50, right? So in terms of structures that they're building, there's a caretaker committee across the entire country, right? In each state, and they are building their structures down to the ward level. So that's the structure. That's my answer to you. I can speak on the Nenadi Usman thing authoritatively, because that's the group that I'm associated with.
All right. Just before we let you go, and just to be very clear, I know that you will be going for the governorship ticket of the party.
Yes.
It's a coalition.
Yes.
If a primary holds and you do not get a ticket, will you stick with the party?
It's a coalition, like you said. There'll be no other place to go. Right? It's a coalition. We are bringing everybody together. So if you don't win there, where are you going to go? Everybody is already here.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it can be a coalition without the PDP. It can be a coalition without a few other parties.
I don't see.
No.
You don't know what she was going to
do. The coalition of the APC. No.
Exactly, Michael. No clue.
Well, you got my point.
They just sit in the office and they just go. It's almost like a script they hand to them.
Absolute pleasure speaking with you. And really sorry about the incident.
I beg you. Very fake journalists, fake news, according to Donald Trump. Fake news for Nigeria. The things that matter to the people, they do not discuss. They do not discuss what matters to the people. It is the one that does not concern them. Now that they talk about. I've never seen such a thing in my life before. Never. Wetin not concern them, now that they talk about. They go just carry blessing that they use pencil write. Talk like this. Ask this question. When they see that there's somebody in the studio, they will be, I should say that they collect phone call behind the scene. They'll say, oh yeah, answer this question. Yeah, answer. Press for this, press for Peter Obi. Yeah, Peter Obi. Let the question be Peter Obi. Put them on the defensive. Ask them this question. I've never seen this level of journalism in my life in Nigeria. I have never seen mediocre level journalism. That's what they do for Nigeria. Mediocre level. Absolute mediocrity. Everything about that in Nigeria needs to be revamped, including journalism. They'll just sit down like a mumu for studio. They go come, just like you said, Michael. You drive pothole full road, you see flood, everything. When you reach the studio, you go talk, say, yes, I saw flood. There was so much blood, it was so difficult getting. But when somebody comes and says the same thing, you will say, oh, are you trying to say? I've never very low level, shallow level journalism that cannot speak the truth. All the concerns that is happening in Nigeria, they cannot, because they are afraid that they will take their license. Everybody, they fear because they will come more money for their pocket. Nobody is talking about, at least let's save the country. I've never seen this level of mediocrity in my life. Journalists, when suppose you go day street like this, you go they talk. You not getting the feed you because you have the people on your side. Fake news na full Nigeria. I don't know if anybody watches them anymore. Now YouTube, they even give them views. YouTube, because they bring people and people are still they want to know what real time what's going on because they have all the equipment. Honestly, I don't watch them unless Peter Obi, Baba Ahmed Dati, and some very, very few responsible people come now me at the border when we have Voice of the People there. We have the likes of Barrister Darlington. Why am I wasting my time? That will tell us the truth as it is. Welcome, plenty water. How you doing? Send your investigative journalists to go and find out is the party truly in disarray. Let them go and investigate. No, they're not going to send them to go investigate. They want to be picking people's brains. I'm telling you, plenty water. I can't have this kind of patience. This is bullshit patience. I'm sorry. They don't deserve the patience. Look at the kind of dumb-ass questions they're asking. Don't you live in the country? Instead of people to stand for something, stand for one thing in your lives, journalists in Nigeria. Stand gidigba. Say, you know what? This is the road, this path I've... What are you going to... All these people, they are going to be forgotten. I'm sorry. Apart from if I say they were journalists, Oton, soft life, all of them want to, everybody's, until it shows up in front of their houses. I've never seen useless group of people with the mayhem that's going on in Nigeria. They never talk about it. Never. Eze, welcome. I'm telling you, they go just say, oh yeah, Peter Obi, press it. Peter Obi, yeah, Peter Obi, tomorrow, Peter Obi, everything is Peter Obi. If you are not afraid of the man, why is his name on your lips? I should say that they dream of Peter Obi. When they wake up, now Peter Obi be their God, now be their Lord and Master. Everything when they do, now Peter Obi. Instead of you to focus on governance, prove Peter Obi wrong. You understand? Make life easy for the common people. Provide jobs. Let people have 24/7 electricity that you promised. You see, if you cannot give the people electricity, don't vote you. Me, I don't already tag that one. Now that one will take run the campaign 2027. You are not going anywhere. Do people have 24/7 electricity? No. So where are you going to? You understand? My own, I'm going to wrap this up now. But what I'm going to say is that, look, sensitize your people. Let everybody go and collect their PVC. It doesn't matter. Yes, I agree with you. Oh, the election, this, the election. Just mobilize people. Forget about Peter Obi. Mobilize people right now. That's what we should be doing. Because that PVC, we are still going to need it. Because all the energy when we get, now we go use for 2027. So we will now prove to them everything that they are teaching us. I hope we are taking notes. All the violence when they teach us, let's be taking notes. Because they are teaching us. We did not know that we could go this low. They are teaching us we can even go lower. So we have to be taking notes. We have to thank T-Pain's government because they are showing us how to be radicals. They are showing us how to be radicals. So we need to be taking notes. They are doing it. Let's be taking notes. They are showing us the way of how they snatch, grabbed, and run away with it. Let's be taking notes. 2027, we replicate what they did and even more. Because they thought we are learning from the best. So please, do not underestimate collecting your PVCs. Be a part of it. Sensitize your people. All those people that are turning 18 now, please go and talk to them in your communities. If you have people on ground, tell your people on ground. Let them be rallying around those freshly turned 18-year-old and help them register and educate them. We all have work to do. We all have work to do. This will not be, oh, let them, they use math, they send message. No. Let them, it's them that will go and do it. No. Put your money where your mouth is. If it's resources you can provide resources. If it is to find somebody on ground in your communities to tell them, come, please, I want you to go here to buy this bag of rice. Go and share in that community. Find out the young people, rally around them, start to educate them. Even if na weekend, Saturday, Sunday, may they go they talk to them. Because on that day, while you are voting, you must wait for your vote to be counted. You must follow the reach where they do collation. Everybody needs to be involved. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody needs to be involved. We not feel even for anybody, one person to do. All their questions now technically about everything's about Peter Obi. You don't see Gbadebo come now, they see us about Peter Obi. Man, when they beat only people when follow and come. You someone to focus on that one, no. Una still find way to sneak in Peter Obi. That is the word they have told them to be asking. All what the Nigerian intellectuals try to do is pretend to be smart and to look for opportunities to loot and steal. Yep. They will hate you if you decide to do anything good around them. Yep, that's true. Nigerian fake intellectuals want to run to the GRAs, the Banana Islands, the Lekki Phase A to Z, because all they want is disassociate from those they feel are uneducated. Exactly. GNO, welcome. Vote, stay, and count your vote should be the campaign. Bam. There we go. Vote, stay, and count your vote. And while you are doing rig and pie, it needs to be in capital letters everywhere. You understand? In addition to this vote, stay, and count your vote. Yes. Let me take a picture of this. I like this vote, stay, and count your vote. Anywhere I get opportunity to talk, I go talk this thing. Vote, stay, and count your vote. GLO. Sorry, GLO, I have to take a picture. Chakam. I need to capture now. Chakam. Moses, welcome, my brother. Oh, thank you. What they will do exactly. So the question is, are we ready? How prepared are we? They are showing us the way. We need to be taking notes. We are learning from the best. You understand what I'm saying? We are learning from, we cannot afford to chicken out. No. Everybody get violence inside and tap into that violence. I'm telling you, this is 2027. We got to take that country back from these people. Emmanuel, answer the question yourself. What do you think PVC can do for you right now? Answer that question. Answer it. Kene, welcome. Kene say, I almost joined the stream. Was looking like Omo, leave that thing on. APC Ashwebi. Kene, you are a troublemaker. God damn. Now you dey follow Alakija. Leave Alakija alone now. Money no go let you see road. You don't see woman when you get money. You go dey talk from the two sides of your mouth. Leave Alakija now. You when they Alakija, they beg her for love for back. I remember hear what? Follow the votes to beyond the clouds or to the I'm telling you. Make sure they count and release the right votes. Happy Sunday to you. All hands on deck. I'm telling you. We cannot afford. No, it will not be this thing. Exactly. I'm very glad. You know, they actually, they said they intentionally selected the different venues because they anticipated stuff like this was going to happen. Can you imagine? 4 venues. Can you imagine that? Because you have criminals, thieves, Agberos, terrorists, APC terrorists. Eh? I'm glad he was still able to do it. That's how you do it. You do not give up. You don't give room to these people. You let them know that nothing is going to work. That is the attitude that every Nigerian that wants a good Nigeria should embody right now. APC is showing you violence. You need to learn from them. I'm taking notes. Learn from them. They are teaching you violence. Ha. No my Kenya, na so trouble. Anytime when he come, God, when Kenya don chop belle full finish, he go come find trouble. I no understand. Na im make Tracy dey always drag am. We dey always expose. Tracy get Kenya no. He know how to deal with Kenya. AK, welcome. God bless you too, my brother or sister. I don't know whether you be man or woman. In the face of state capture, what can your PVC do for you now? Emmanuel, answer the question. Answer the question. You will not come here and rain on our parade. What are you doing, Emmanuel? I'm flipping the question on you. What are you doing about the comment you just post now? What you personally they do about her? Make it make sense for us. What do you think these bandits that are running wild, what do you think they are for? What do you think is the solution to the bandits that are running wild? What do you think, Emmanuel? Answer the question. If their talks do not allow PVC holders come close to the voting booth, what will the voters do? You people will answer that question on your own. You people are asking me question. Una need to the answer, find the solution. Q raised to power 2. Inside wetin you call am? Wetin be that square root? X, find the x. You people should go and find the x. That's the question. That's the answer. Find the x. Using deputy commissioner of police to do aboki against AP. I'm telling you. Can you still visit your village, Emmanuel? Can you? Can you visit your own village? No, I'm not the only one here. I'm not the only Nigerian here. Everybody here is Nigerian. So you prefer solution. Let's also learn from you. Not be to dey drop question up and down. Profile your own solution. Tell us what you think we can do about the election snatching. Tell us. Let us know. Teach us. Okay? Everybody na teacher now. You sef, you be teacher as a Nigerian. So if you not get solution, not ask me question. May everybody go find their solution. I saw when Tracy yab. no man Kene. Na so Kene till they find trouble. Na Tracy na it fit Kene. Na Tracy. Next time I know what to do. Anytime when Kene find trouble like this, I just call Tracy, you go come respond to Kene. Emmanuel, you sef na teacher. Answer the question. All the questions you're asking, answer it. Anyway, my people, it's been real. It's Sunday. Your girl gotta go chill. Kene saying he almost no enter. Kene enter na cloth, I beg. Once I see Tracy, I will have to go wear my full armor of protection. You know you're a troublesome human being. You dey find trouble. So you find Tato, you go find Tato trouble. When Misty come, you go find Misty trouble. When Tracy but na Tracy na dey fit you. Tracy dey sabi drop am on you. Yeah. Anyway, my people, I appreciate you all. Michael, thank you very much. Kene, I thank you. Emmanuel, thank you. Even though you no answer the question, I still thank you for being a part of the life. Moses, Pio went on. Yes. Yeah, we know that. Pio needs to go and do checkup. The man never go vacation since the last election. So actually, he needs to go and check up. Do you understand? So I don't even want to focus on that. T-Pain, that one. T-Pain has gone to meet his masters to go and do evaluation. Let them give him evaluation of how much he has suppressed the people and brought about poverty and starvation. So he's going for evaluation. You understand? You know, Tinubu, tell us your head status. Tell us your head status, Tinubu. Tell us. My people, let's not give up on Nigeria. Na only one country we get. We no get another one. Eh? If we snooze, we lose. Not let APC people intimidate you. The violence when they get, all of us get them inside. Now cloths, they cover all our own. You understand what I'm saying? Me, everybody go, they make arrangements. Go and talk to your communities people. Go and prepare their mind. Go and be educating. This will not be just come social media, cho. Find where to port. If you not see where to port, engage with your community people. Find out what's going in your community. Find out what can be done. Find out what's going. That is what you need to be doing. Everybody, all hands on deck here. Nobody only pass. Nobody no pass. Oh, thank you, Ibi. Kene, you dey here? You know, see wetin Ibi talk. Kene, you dey here? Now for you to come, they drop. Be like say Kene, they jealous. They jealous my attire. Kene wish he get this kind of attire. He's wishing. You understand? Ibi, thank you very much. I appreciate Jare. Oh my goodness, so Kene, they jealous. He like the material. It's me to say he like am. May I give am who go help, where I go take buy? He dey jealous. That's how it is. Meanwhile, na Alakija this thing, it's on the Alakija waiting list. Canada is looking for sugar mommy. France won't go fight Russia because of. Are you serious? May they go now. May they go. France is broke. Yeah, I don't dey see am since. They never start to broke. Now that one make them one hang on to Nigeria through Tinubu by all means necessary. What did you do in 2023, Emmanuel? Answer the question. What did you do? Tell us. We are expressing our concerns about 2027, not really for you to provide us answers. Thank you, my brother. Help me tell Emmanuel. Emmanuel, tell us what you did in 2023. Tell us. Kenya, if we buy the Ashwebi for you, you go wear the same head tie. I need to buy Peter Obi cap. Oh. Who they say? Who get the plug for that black cap? I think I'll go and find one black cap to buy, to be wearing. I need to go buy that black cap when they wear now. As the election come, Momo, I need to wear am. That black cap. You understand? Because Peter Obi don't get uniform already. So no, Kene go tie her tie by force. Since he dey jealous the material, he must tie this hair tie. he must tie am. Michael Eje, what is that? Call amped. What do you mean? I don't understand that. What's called amped? Can you clarify? Anyway, my people, may I leave on our beg. I don't try today. We go dey talk the rest some other time. Now do well. More na enjoy on a Sunday. More na eat jollof rice or chicken or goat meat or fried plantain or boli. Me na boli. I want eat this afternoon boli and groundnut. I bought fresh groundnut from Nigerian store. I've bought fresh groundnuts. I'm going to roast it. I'll come roast them. I'll come use and eat bole. Now bole dey hungry me. Roasted bole. Acha with a zobo drink. Now I want to do today. Biba, thank you. Happy Sunday to you. Call Mama P. Why should I call Mama P? Is there something going on with Mama P? Who is Mama P? I beg. I don't remember now. Who be Mama? I don't hear that name. Who be Mama P right now? I go use, now palm oil. Are you trust now? Palm oil with dry pepper. But now cayenne pepper I want to use. I'll put cayenne pepper inside the sliced onions. I go heat the oil. Put cayenne pepper, come slice onions, put and garlic. Take chop. How? Acha. So, yeah. Guys, it's been real. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. You're cooking okpa. Oh my God. Hey. Wow. Kene. Now you biko. Hey. Hailings. Send okpa to me now. Me self like okpa. Send her now. Email or mail. Or FedEx. Oh, she will give me PO cap. Oh, okay. Does she send worldwide? Does she send worldwide, Michael Eje? Does she send worldwide? I need cap. Oh, I need that cap. And people like you, Omoye, go make Naija say they want leave Naija, can't eat the. I'm telling you. They get better planting for us now. Can't be compared. He's fine. He just went for general checkup. Nothing major, Moses. But of course, whatever you pray to, abemona keep am in your prayers. Everybody ought to, anyways. Plantain, I'm telling you, plantain full Naija na. Plantain na water for Naija. Roast plantain, you put am for firewood, you go roast am. Come bring palm oil, put am near the firewood. Heat up the red oil, slice onions, put for inside. Put this green pepper, slice am, put for inside. Put salt, thick am. Ew! Oh my God! Or roasted yam. Why I like food like this? Thank God for exercise. Oh, I don't know that for food they contain a whole house. I love food. For somebody that talks about food a lot, now only once a day I dey eat too. Only once a day. But I dey always eat wetin I like. That's the difference. Pio is the man. I'm telling you, he's the man. No, forget. Not let anybody lie to you. Not let anybody confuse you. He's the man. He's the answer to the. He's the key to opening a new Nigeria. He's the answer to the prayers you have been praying for a new Nigeria. Na Pio. So may everybody ready. May we do our part. On that note, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for those who liked. For those of you who have not liked, please double tap the screen to like as you are leaving. Continue to share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.